How are you good people out there in the world doing? Hopefully everybody's out there doing right, doing good, doing well, all that good stuff. And of course, I'm just starting all my videos off like I always do with just a little bit of lollygagging of a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm getting ready to let some of my people know that I am live. I know that some of you guys probably didn't get the notification that I am live. I posted this about 20 minutes ago that I was going to be going live on this particular matter, and I know there's a good chance that YouTube didn't even tell you that I was going live. They do this new thing now. I don't know if you guys know this, but they do this new thing now that, say for example, if I post that I'm going to be going live and I put it up there as a thumbnail, now YouTube has it to where you need to press a button for them to notify you. So, like, if you see a thumbnail of me up there stated I'm going to be going live, they want you to press the little button down there that says notify them. But what doesn't make any sense is that if you have the notifications turned on, I'm mute. Really? Let me check something out. So but I'm not getting that. On my end, it's showing that my audio is good. So it might be everybody else that's in there right now. You guys can hear me, right? Jungle J, thank you for that. Jungle J said I got sound. And then even when I was talking, Sue said I did. So somebody hears me. So 1940, that might be something on your end. It's not nothing on this end. It seems like it's something on your end. So you might want to get that checked out because everybody else seems to be able to hear me. So yeah. But what I was telling you guys is it's supposed to be where if you have your notifications set with the bell notification turned to all notifications, you should just be notified anytime I go live. It shouldn't have to take to where if I post a thumbnail and the thumbnail has been up there for like 30 minutes, that you go to the thumbnail, then you have to go down and click the little tab that says notify me. It's weird that it does that. But anyway, nonetheless, that appears to be something that they are doing that's I don't know if that's new or what. I do not know, is what I'm telling you guys. So anyway, again, appreciate you folks being here. I will probably not wait the typical 3 to 5 minutes that I usually do to get on this subject here. I might just jump right on into it and get it going just for time's sake. That will free me up to do a little bit of some a little later on. Just letting y'all know that. Okay. All right. So you say now you can hear 1940. Cool, 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 cool. Glad you got that all together. So if you guys don't know, there was a little bit of a argument that broke out with GOP congressman shouted down by a New York Democrat on gun control. He claps back with facts. Okay. So let me see if I can get this video to play and hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. If you are not able to hear it when I play the video, I want you guys to let me know. Okay. So let me do something here. I'm going to do that. Okay. No, that's the wrong one right there. Give me a second to get this all together for you guys. Let's see here. Share the screen with you. There it is. Boom. I'm going to play the beginning of this and you guys let me know if you can hear it, okay? What are they doing about it? Nothing. They don't have the courage. They're cowards. A 9-year-old, 3 9-year-olds. Are they going to those funerals? No. They never go to the funerals. So while that's rolling right now, I'm just going to want to know if you guys can hear that. Someone said it's a little low. Let me switch over to something else to see if you guys can hear it differently. Let's see when I do this right here. Let me know if you guys can hear it differently, okay? Because I want to make sure you guys are able to hear it. Let's try this again. They never go to the scene of the. What about now? Nothing. They don't have the courage. They're cowards. Can you hear it now? 9 years old, 3 9 years. What are they doing about it? Nothing. They don't have the courage. They're cowards. A 9-year-old, 3 9-year-olds. Are they going to those funerals? No. All All right, appreciate it. So give me a second. I'm gonna pause this. So thank you guys for responding to let me know that you can hear it. And what we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to go into this video. What in the world just happened there? Go back. What the heck? Okay. Now watch they give me a commercial or something. Come on. What's going on here?
Budget projections. Oh my God. There we go.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now let's get back to it. Since you guys so you can hear it.
What are they doing about it? Nothing. They don't have the courage. They're cowards. A 9-year-old, 3 9-year-olds. Are they going to those funerals? No. They never go to the funerals. They never go to the scene of the mass shootings. And it's not just in schools. It's in black and brown communities every day. Gun trafficking, guns coming in, killing innocent people. Ask them every day, what are they going to do about gun violence? Don't let them off the hook. If you don't ask them, it's on you. What are they going to do? They have control of the house. The American people need to know that they don't have the courage to do anything to save the lives of children. The American people need to know that. You have to ask them every day. Don't let them off the hook. Don't let them talk about TikTok. Don't let them talk about nonsense. Talk about the lives of children. American children are being killed in the suburbs, in rural communities, in urban communities. Black, white, brown, indigenous, everyone, Asian, everyone. Ask them the questions. Don't even talk to us. Ask them. And then go to the Senate, ask the same questions. They're cowards. They're all cowards. They won't do anything to save the lives of our children at all. Cowards. Pressure them. Force them to respond to the question, why the hell won't you do anything to save America's children? And let them explain that all the way up until Election Day on 2024. Let them explain it all the way up to Election Day on 2024. They're cowards. They're gutless. They're not here. I'm talking about gun violence.
You know, there's never been
a school shooting
in a school that allows teachers to care.
Uh-oh.
Would you more guns lead to more death. More guns lead to more death. Look at the data. You're not looking at any data. You're carrying the water for the gun lobby. Look at the data. More guns lead to more deaths. States that have open carry laws have more deaths.
In every school
States that have open carry laws have more deaths. Are you listening to what I'm saying? All their children are dying. 9-year-old children. Because the solution is not arming teachers.
That's worked in every school.
Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? It's a yes or no question. Have you ever worked in a school? You will not answer my question. Don't stop and talk to me. Okay, I'll bring it down tonight.
All right, folks.
Have you ever worked in a school?
I've got a bill to repeal.
I worked in the school for 20 years.
You're just screaming.
I was a teacher. I was screaming before you came and interrupted me. I worked in the school for 20 years. I worked in the school 20 years.
In every school.
I was a teacher. I was a school counselor. I was a middle school principal. I was in cafeterias protecting kids every day of my career.
There's never been a shooting. Never been a shooting. It's time. Look, we've got guns here to protect us. And he doesn't believe the kids should have somebody to protect them. Every school that's allowed it has never had a shooting. Not even an accidental discharge at any of the schools. So.
And there you folks have it. Let me tell you something about this, folks. All that dang on screaming that this man is doing, he is actually like projecting and perpetuating what a lot of people that look like him and me should do. We should just get out there and scream and yell. It's the same exact rhetoric that goes on. Don't get me wrong. I agree. We need to protect our children. I agree that we need to protect ourselves. I agree with that, with what Mr. Jamal was saying. But Mr. Jamal is nothing. He is doing nothing more than saying a bunch of talking points, but he is not giving a solution. This Jamal is doing, and I'm not saying he's purposely doing it, because he might be subconsciously doing it because he's doing it based off of how he was raised, what he's seen amongst blacks, or what he might have seen within the church as well. What he is doing, he is just screaming out a bunch of issues, but not one time throughout this video did he offer a solution. He's telling you guys, pressure legislation, bring the pressure on, ask them this, ask them that. Sir, you want us to ask them these questions, but you yourself are not still giving us any solutions. If I sat up here and as a medical professional, if I keep on screaming and yelling about sprained ankles, we got so many sprained ankles. Athletes keep spraining their ankles. These athletes keep spraining their ankles. We're tired of the sprained ankles. Go and tell your physicians and your doctors and your sports medicine people. Go and tell your athletic trainers. Go and tell your physical therapists that you're tired of spraining your ankles. Tell them we're tired. Okay, sir, you're doing all that screaming. You're doing all that yelling. What's your solution, sir? It doesn't matter. All I want. It does nothing. I do it. I get it. When I get passionate about something like Mr. Jamal, I get loud. Y'all see me do it. But you see that when I do that, I also say what the solution is. Always. I will point out the issue, or I will point, just like I do when we give out diagnoses. I will point out the diagnosis and tell you what the issue is and what the symptoms is. And then I would tell you, this is what you need to do to fix it. He is not doing nothing more than trying to put it out there. I don't know if he's trying to make himself something to be viral, whatever like that, to get the people behind him to go, yeah, yeah, yeah. Folks, you have to be smarter than that. It's no different than a pastor or a preacher, which, trust me, if you grew up in the church, you will see the same rhetoric in a lot of churches. You will see the pastor get up there saying, we got to this, we got to that, and God is gonna, and I see a blessing coming, and I see this, and you know what, I know you've been going through, but you know God is gonna. It's like, dude, shouldn't you just be able to tell the people what they need to do to get out of the situation that they're in? I know the devil has been attacking your finances. No devil's been attacking nobody's finances. You just don't know how to budget your money. No. I know some of you have been struggling with this. Have you actually talked with them so they can help get out of that? What's your solution, sir? Your solution is just do a bunch of yelling about somebody's going to do it. You need to pray more. No. That's what you're there for. See, that's the trick. You're there for that reason, to give off solutions. The man did a lot of screaming. Mr. Jamal did a lot of screaming. And the minute he got approached with a solution, he didn't want to hear it. I would have played, y'all. I told y'all, I'm telling y'all, look, mark my words. Should it go a particular way and you guys happen to see me in office, you guys are going to be like, okay, Ty is too crazy. Because, you know, I'd have been yelling right back. I would have been playing the same game right back at him. I would have been playing the same game. Double Brewski, appreciate the super chat here, sir. Says, being loud makes my opinion correct. Exactly. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The man is saying we need to pressure Congress. They got the House. They didn't show up to one funeral. They didn't show up. Then you ought to turn around and say, have you? Mr. Jamal, have you? Matter of fact, do you plan on going to the funeral in Nashville? Why are you saying all this? Huh? Since we tired of our children dying and all this, and then, black neighborhoods and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell y'all something that's very important in here too as well. That's very strategic when people do things like that, where our focus is supposed to be about what happened in Nashville, right? So to him to try to squeeze that little squeeze in there by putting it on black people, when I say put it on black people, him squeezing his little words in there by saying, and just like in the black communities, we're tired of our young people, bro. Why you try to take the attention away from those young kids getting shut up in their school by a trans person? See, now you take you take the accountability off the person that did it and try to put it on Congress or put it on the Republicans, or even y'all all play the same game, or Republicans trying to put it on the Democrats. Now, we're going to go back to this video, okay? We're going to go back to this video. I'm going to show y'all something here. So check this out. Let me go back to it.
Budget
Oh
projections
my
were
God,
way
really?
off.
Blah, 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 blah.
They don't have the courage. They're cowards. A 9-year-old, 3 9-year-olds. Are they going to those funerals? No.
Are you going to them? See what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. He's doing all that. Are you going to him?
They never go to the funerals. They never go to the scene of the mass shooting.
Are you?
It's not just in schools. It's in black and brown communities every day.
Okay. And since it is in black and brown communities every day, Mr. Jamal, where are you at? Are you getting in contact with Mr. Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and NAACP, the Rainbow Coalition, Black Lives Matter? Are you getting in contact? Matter of fact, I didn't see you giving that same energy when Black Lives Matter didn't show up till 1. Huh? Since you want to push black people into this whole thing that has nothing to do with them collectively, where were you at? I mean, huh? That's what I want to know. He's doing all. I told y'all. That's why I don't play these games. That's why I tell people don't try to box me and put me in one side or another. Okay. Let me see. The lowly one says same people who are okay with kid deletion past the point of birth, but they care about kids. Give me a break. Take several C. Exactly. You don't care. He talking about, okay, for example, right. Appreciate that, the lowly one, that $10 super chat. God bless you for that. I'd rather have y'all send it to my Cash App so you two don't get in there just for future references. But check this out. He can sit there and do all this talking about black and brown communities. People are dying every single day and nobody is saying anything about it. But then yet he'll sit there and support black and brown people deleting their own children that's still in the womb. That's what you do. Shut up. Shut up and quit projecting like you really care about these kids. You care about the kids when they're walking and talking and all that, but you don't care about the kids when they actually are inside the womb, because we are self-deleting our own at an astronomical rate and being encouraged and being pushed and praised to do it. But you want to sit up here and scream and yell. Okay. All right. Double Bruce, appreciate the super chat there, sir. Says, in a sane world, believing you're the opposite times 3 would disqualify you from passing a background check. They now have a non-binary on the form. Wow. Wow. Exactly. Appreciate that super chat again, sir. So let me go back to this video again, y'all. Like I said, just to me, it's politics. It's playing games, bro. That's why I'm telling you.
Gun trafficking, guns coming in, killing innocent people.
Guns coming in, killing innocent people. As if the guns just marched in. This is not Borderlands, the video game where you got a special type of gun and got feet that can walk somewhere and do it. What are you talking about? Notice how they keep on talking about the guns. The guns are not the issue. People are the issue. Just like in this case, that trans person going in there killing those children, the trans person doing it is the issue. The issue is not the guns. It's the people. It's the person. Plain and simple. It's really easy. This man, that's what I'm saying. They do the same thing. They project like they really care, but they are not really down there doing these things. I literally work in the community with people down there with them and all this, and we don't see any of these folks. Only time you see these people turn up, if they want to use it as a political push or a political move to better themselves and their agenda, plain and simple, but not really there for the people, but they can project like they are there for the people. You know what I'm saying? They've been, just because there's black representation don't mean that they're going to have some type of righteousness. Just because there's black representation in certain type of political world or political positions does not mean that things are going to be better for black people at all. It doesn't mean a thing. Representation of a particular race does not mean anything if you're not really in there and doing things for the people. It's easy.
Ask them every day, what are they going to do about gun violence? Don't let them off the hook. If you don't ask them, it's on you.
What are you going to do about it? That's the question.
What are they going to do? They have control of the house. People need to know that. You have to ask them every day. Don't let them off the hook. Don't let them talk about TikTok. Don't let them talk about nonsense. talking about the lives of children. American children are being killed.
Yes, every day. Yes, every day American children are being deleted. They're going into Planned Parenthood. They're being encouraged to do it. Way more children are being deleted that way than any type of gun. Oh, wow. So is there, should we call this sex violence? Because, you know, sex is the reason why girls get pregnant. Should we call it, or I'll raise y'all another one. Maybe we should call it, let's just call it what it is. How about we call it penis violence? You know, because penis, just like a gun, shoots out bullets. That penis and a gun, they both shoot out something that has a round head. You know, both of them comes out, both of them both of them come out in an explosion. One can leave a wound and the other one enters the wound. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just look. This is what I'm saying. The reason why kids are being deleted is because we have a penis issue. The penis is the issue. Not the two people coming together and actually, you know, coming together and having sex. The penis is the issue because it's the thing that's actually shooting off something that's causing the woman to get pregnant, which end up making her having no choice but to delete the child. Get rid of sex altogether. No more sex, y'all. We just get this. Go back to the movie Demolition Man, where you got to put the thing on your head or something like that. Some of y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about Demolition Man. Anyway, let me continue this video, y'all. I'm getting off. My bad.
Suburbs, in rural community, in urban communities. Black, white, brown, indigenous, everyone, Asian, everyone. Ask them the questions. Don't even talk to us. Ask them. And then go to the Senate, ask the same questions. They're cowards. They're all cowards. Why the hell won't you do anything to save America's children? And let them explain that all the way up until election day on 2024.
Now check this out. Check this out. He said, ask them. Make them explain it. Make them explain it to you. Tell them to give you the answers. And guess what? Guess what happened? The answer came. Watch this. The answer is going to come. He don't want to hear the answer. He don't want to hear the answer. Here's a solution.
Let them explain guns lead to more death.
Here go the solution.
Look at the data. You're not looking at any data.
He ain't trying to listen to him.
You know, there's never been a school shooting in a school that allows teachers to care.
That man sat there and just gave him the answer right there, and it's a wrap. He said there's never been a school shooting ever in a school where teachers are allowed to carry. Boom. There's your answer. Mr. Our children are dying. Indigenous people, black people, in the suburbs, in the black and brown neighborhoods. We have an answer. Make them answer. Tell them. Demand them. Go to your Senate. They don't care about you. Don't let them take sick days off. Don't let them give an excuse. Make them answer. That dude came right up there and said, you want to know what? Where teachers are allowed to carry in these schools, there's never been one incident there. Not one. I'm going to yell and shout you down. I don't care what you say because I really don't want the answer. It's pretty much what this dude is about to say to this black. This is what this black man is pretty much. This black man is literally saying, I don't want to hear the solution. All I want to do is what they've been doing to black people and what they've been doing to America all along. They just want to scream out what the symptoms and what the issue is, and they do not want a solution, because if they keep on screaming out the issues and the problems and the symptoms, it's just going to constantly keep you pissed. It's going to constantly keep you divided. It's going to constantly keep y'all talking about y'all symptoms and never going and trying to figure out what is causing the symptoms. You guys in here, how many of y'all know? How many of you guys in here listen to me right now? How many of y'all know that trans maniac had another school in mind, but the only reason why she didn't go there is because the school has security? How many of y'all knew that? If you don't know that, matter of fact, okay, check this out. If you would like to see the video where the police said that this person had another school in mind, but the school was too secured and that's why she didn't go there, put a number 1. Nelly, I appreciate you answering that. Double Bruce with the super chat again. Appreciate that. Says regulate high capacity testes. If you would like to see the video where the police said that this person had okay, I got y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I put it on my Instagram, so I'm gonna share this with y'all. Check this out. Give me a second here. And y'all know how I do. Check this out. Okay, I just want to make sure all y'all can see it. Okay. Watch this. So this evil, demonic, trans individual that shot up a Christian school had another school that they were targeting, but there's a reason why she didn't go there.
It was the only school that was targeted. There was another location that was mentioned, but because of a threat assessment by the suspect, too much security, too much security, too much security, too much security, they decided not to. And that area was here in Nashville, so we're continuing with that investigation as well.
Moral of the story is self-defense with a gun saves lives. Just saying. Just so like this. That. Oh, somebody said, can they? Okay, I'll play it again. So this evil, demonic, trans individual that shot up a Christian school had another school that they were targeting, but there's a reason why she didn't go there.
It was the only school that was targeted. There was another location that was mentioned, but because of a threat assessment by the suspect, too much security, too much security, too much security, too much security, they decided not to. And that area was here in Nashville, so we're continuing with that investigation as well.
There you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why you didn't hear about a possible another. That's the reason why you didn't hear about a shooting at another school. I can't. You know what? Oh, I'm ready. I can't wait for them to release her manifesto. I can't wait for them to release her manifesto. She had another school in mind, but you know what? Too much security. Can you imagine that? Imagine that. Too much security, huh? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and digress from that and get back to this video right here. Look, he said more guns leads to more deaths. That's such a. He's not trying to hear it. Look, he's not trying to hear. He's not trying to hear anything this guy is saying to him.
Look at the data. You're not looking at any data. You're carrying the water for the gun lobby. Look at the data. More guns lead to more deaths. States that have open.
See, that's what I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to keep pausing the video, but this is what I'm talking about when I say you have to be able to discern when people are just trying to push an agenda or a narrative, and they're just a talking point can sound so good. It's like that thing saying, if I can believe it, I can achieve it. Okay, but if you don't actually do anything, you're not going to achieve nothing. So that sounds good. More guns means more deaths. How the freaking heck you think that we are who we are today? Huh? How the freaking heck do you think we are in the greatest country in the world? Do y'all even know the significance of being able to? Okay, let me make myself bigger here a little bit so I can let the folks in the back hear me. Do you even know the significant impact of being able to say that we live in the greatest country in the world? Do you know how significant that is? You undeserving, boohoo crying, sissified baby, all of my feelings individuals in America. I wish that all of you who seem like you cannot stand this country, I wish they can just ship y'all somewhere else. You complain about this country while people are trying to flood in here. You know what? I'm going to go so far as saying this. Jonathan Barrowville, appreciate you being in here, sir. Jonathan is all over the place, man. You are a funny dude, man. I like you, dude. I like your stuff. I like your comments and all that. You be having me cracking up in some of these other panels. But honestly, y'all, I wish that the people who claim and cry about how much they hate being in America, I wish that you would just leave and go. All the people are trying to flood into America. People are trying to flood into this racist, jacked up place. I wish all of you that want to try to change the principles of America and the foundation of America, I wish all of you would just get your stuff and get the heck out of here and go live elsewhere. You're not going to do that. Why? Because you don't even believe the dang on bull crap you saying yourself. You don't. What you doing, you're just doing is screaming out things that everybody else is doing because it brings attention to you. That's why all these people that claiming that they don't have these rights and they don't have this, that's why you'll find that in the end, they're dealing with something that's going on right here. All these folks that's just living their lives, they working, they caring about their family, they making sure their family is good, they worry about their health, they're setting up generational wealth for their children, they're setting up the next generation and all this. These people are not dealing with the things that these folks are dealing with. They're not dealing with self-deletion. That's what I'm saying. These things are not being addressed. If you do not like America, get the heck out. Again, do you know the significance of being able to say, I live in the greatest country in the world? In the world, y'all. And we're here in America, in the greatest. We don't just say that just to be. We live in the greatest country. For the one, I told you, I wish y'all would just leave. I don't care who you, black, white, trans, LG. I wish y'all can all go to another country and form your own thing. Do us all a favor and do that and let us know how it works out. You're not going to do that. Why? Because you know you have something. This is what's really amazing, y'all. You do know that your brain doesn't need your consent to solve an issue. Your brain doesn't need your consent to solve a problem. What I'm saying that for is this. You know when something is completely wrong, but you decide to do it anyway. Like most people know that if you try to sexually assault somebody, it's wrong. If you steal, it's wrong. If you try to kill, it's wrong. If you try to go and hijack somebody, carjack somebody, anything, you know those things are wrong. Your mind tells you and your mind lets you know this is not right. But what you do, you override it and decide to do it yourself. Your mind, your brain did not need your consent to say, I'm here to solve an issue or a problem, but I can't control whether you override it and do your own thing anyway. Right? Your car has lights in it. Your car would tell you, hey, you're low on gas. Some of the newer cars say, hey, you got 5 miles left in the tank. Now, what's going to happen if you ignore those signs and go and do your own thing anyway? You're going to have to suffer the consequences of not listening to the lights that came on. Low air pressure in your tire. Oh, I'm just going to ignore that. You got a blown out tire. You're trying to figure out why the car's not going like it should. Whenever something is going down that is an issue, your brain automatically, just like your car, your brain automatically turns a light on. Hey, shouldn't be doing that. I don't care about, dude, they got y'all to believe. I will never, this lunatic trans, it's a woman, y'all. It is a woman. You know good and god dang on well in your head, your brain told you that is a woman. And y'all, I'm being for real. She was born a female. It's a she. I know everybody had it all wrong because when it first came out, they were saying it was a trans woman. And we know the definition of a trans woman is somebody who was born a male and transitioned over into a female. But no, she was born a female and she is a female. You know good and god dang on well, I don't care who tries to push this rhetoric, who tries to push all this gender affirmation, your brain still is going to correct you and tell you that that is a woman. Stop the BS. Stop the cap. Stop the lies. But guess what? You can override it and say, nope, I don't care about correction. I don't care what my brain is saying that is true. I'm going to say that that is a blah, blah, blah. You can say what you want to, just like right now. I can sit here and say all day long that I am a woman. My body even knows I'm lying. Nature knows that I'm lying. My biology knows that I am lying. I don't care how much you try to switch it up and pretend and do all those things. Your body and your brain is going to tell you, Negro, you still a man. You want to know why? Because that's truth. Your brain is going to solve a problem. Your brain, your mind, your conscience is going to tell you the truth. And here's the issue that a lot of folks, and I'm going deep with this. I know I get it. The fact that your brain and your mind is correcting you, it's a shame that somebody wants to exploit that by saying it's the opposite. They deceive you into thinking that that's not right, honey. No, you are a woman. You are a woman. Go and cut your penis off. Go and cut your testes off. Get it all cut off, and we're going to give you a fake vagina. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to give you hormone therapy. And the whole entire time, you know deep down in your heart and in your mind, you know that it's not right. But because they deceived you, they tricked you, and you went along with it, you did it, and now you knew consciously it was not right. You knew it. Stop the dang online. Well, now, we can go and explore when you say, well, I've always felt different. Because you like the same sex? Why can't these people just tell y'all, okay, we get it. You like the same sex. It's called homosexuality. Boom. That does not mean that you are a woman. If you are a man and you like men, that's because you have a sexual preference and you have a sexual attraction to men. That's it. That's it. It does not mean that you were born and you should have been a woman. It does not mean that. That's it. If you are a woman and you have sexual desires, sexual attraction, and you lust after other women, you are a homosexual because you like that. It does not mean that you were born in the wrong body at all. It does not mean that. You just like to do those things with the same sex. Boom. So tell me this. If you are a person that likes the same sex, you're considered homosexual, and you say you were born in the wrong body, what do you say to people that are bisexual? What the freaky heck is in there then? Well, the right side hemisphere of my brain is a male, and the left side hemisphere of my brain is a female. And every now and then they go at it, and one dominates and the other. What do you call that? If it's all about the sexuality and your attraction to that particular same sex, and you're claiming it's because you were born in the wrong body, what the heck is a bisexual then? Is that a whole new species? What is that? And we ain't even gonna get all the way deep and down into the dang on trans. But all I'm saying is this. Although I don't agree with it, although I don't agree with that lifestyle, I don't hate them. I got friends, I got family them that are of that lifestyle. I love them to death. We joke, all those things. But what we don't do, we don't converse on how they are. We don't do that because I don't care. That's their choosing. That's their decision. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that they are something that they are not. See, y'all get that? You see, this where people, this where your homophobe stuff kicks in at when they try to throw that on us. I am cool with my male cousins and whoever. I am cool with them being gay. Like who you like, I don't care. But don't sit there and try to tell me that you a woman, because then that's when we're gonna have an issue at. Now, that doesn't make me a phobe or phobic or anything like that. Get the freaking heck out of here with that nonsense. That's the best you can do. Because what were y'all calling? This stuff is all new. All this transphobe, homophobe, all that dang on junk just became a thing like within the last 5 years. What were we considered back in the 90s or back in the 80s whenever you didn't agree with that? You weren't considered no phobic. Were you? No, they didn't even have this stuff is all new that they're pressing down on this crazy generation right now. That's it. You like what you like. Do what you do. We don't care. But don't sit there and try to make us like we're going to go along with y'all pretending that y'all something that y'all not. And at the same time, don't try to go and push these things on kids. Well, see, that's where it's messed up at, because they teach about sexuality. They teach about sex education. No, we don't even want that either. What are y'all talking about? This is what y'all not understanding. Y'all make it all about y'all. Well, what's wrong with homosexuality being taught? What's wrong with drag queens going in there? We don't want none of it in the schools. We don't want none of the sexuality. I don't care if it is straight sex. We don't want it in there either. What are you talking about? Anyway, y'all, I know I went off. Let me digress from that again. I'm gonna get back to this video. We're gonna finish this whole thing out.
Carry laws have more depth.
In every school
States that have open carry laws have more depth. Are you listening to what I'm saying? All their children are dying.
This man just got done saying places where there's I'm just gonna call cap on this. Jamal, this black man right here, just got done saying every state that has open carry laws has more deaths. We don't have open carry law in Illinois. Chicago. And then what borders us? Another place I travel to do some of my stuff at my work and all that. St. Louis. There ain't no open carry law. More deaths. St. Louis beat out Chicago for murder capital of the world. What are you talking about? Open carry doesn't mean a goddamn on thing, man. What are you talking about? Again, it is a thing where you have to be careful to make sure that just because somebody is being loud and they are repeating that something that sounds good, it has no significant impact to change your life. Again, I'm gonna explain this because check this out. These are the same exact games that ministers and pastors play on people at a church. Name it and claim it. And it sounds so good. If I can see it, I can achieve it. Sounds really good, don't it, y'all? I'm telling you now, God got a blessing for some of you. You've been struggling with this. You've been going through this. You've been going through that. But God said it. It's your season. It's your season. He's going to pour out blessings. He's going to do. And let's be real. Let's be real and call it what it is. A year go by, nothing's changed. 6 months go by, nothing has changed. 3 months go by, nothing changed. But because they hit you with a brand new message or a brand new thing, you forgot about what they said was supposed to happen. So if you was able to, I tell y'all, look, trust me when I tell you this. If you attend any type of church or any type of place where they do this type of thing like that, do what your boy do. Have a pen and paper and write it down and have the date. I called a pastor. I ain't gonna say his name. I called a pastor down in Florida and said, on this day in 2013, you said in 8 years, it didn't happen. I don't recall that. I recall it because I wrote it down. Not only that, I got the tape too. I got the CD. I bought the CD that day. And this is you saying that. Well, you know, sometimes God has a way of no, don't give me that BS. Don't give me that. I'm calling you out on your crap. Again, the reason why I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, is because of this. Just because you are saying something that sounds good and it gets people all worked up, it does not mean it's going to have no significant impact to change somebody's life. It's just a really good sounding talking point. It just sounded really good. Plain and simple. Let me go back to the video again. I just want to help somebody out with that, though, so it didn't cost you nothing.
9-year-old children. Because the solution is not arming teachers. That's worked in every school.
Now, he just said the solution is not arming teachers. He just said the solution is not arming teachers, but watch this.
Have you ever worked in a school?
See, now he's trying to deflect. That has nothing to do with working in the school.
Have you ever worked in a school? Have you ever worked in a school? It's a yes or no question. Have you ever worked in the school? You will not answer my question. Don't stop and talk to me.
But again, okay, let me tell y'all this. By him saying, have you ever worked at a school? What is that supposed to mean? Mr. Jamal saying this to this man, have you ever worked in a school? Yes or no? If the man said no, what is that going to mean? Apparently, everybody in there, apparently they went to school. So what does that mean? What that's what I'm saying. Have you ever worked in the school? That's where everybody, see, the way things are going right now, I don't let people do this to me. I will flame them in a minute over this. When you try to say things, are you a biologist? Shut the freaking heck up. Am I a biologist? You looking right at me. Do you got 5 fingers? Do we not call them fingers anymore? The heck you talking about? Tell me, sir, do you know what 8 times 8 is? Yes, it's 64. Are you a mathematician? the freaking heck out of here because somebody bring. That's what y'all do. Quit trying to deflect by doing dumb things like, are you a teacher? What the heck that has to do with this man sitting there telling you that these schools that have teachers that are armed, they never had an incident? Why aren't you addressing that, sir? Andrea with the $2 super chat says, look, reality TV and buffoons that star in it. Ah, nice. Let me go back to it, guys. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but we watched the whole thing in entirety already. So,
okay, I'll bring it down tonight. All right, folks.
Now look, he just said, okay, this is what I like right here. This is what I like right here. The man now, Mr. Thomas Massie. Mr. Thomas Massie now is getting ready to turn his attention away from Mr. Jamal, who's not trying to hear the solution. And he's getting ready to tell the people, all right, y'all, here's the solution. But then Mr. Jamal Brown, just like a lot of people do, Black Lives Matter is good for doing this. NAACP is good for doing this. Al Sharpton and them are good for doing. They're good for all of a sudden want to do nothing more than to yell to deflect away from the solution or the truth that is about to come. They're good for doing that. And that's what I said earlier. If that was me, and we'll see how things go. If I get into a position which y'all seeing these fellas are right here in Congress or anything like that, I promise you that right there, what y'all seeing cannot happen to me. Because I got a loud voice and my voice carries. And while he's doing that, I will start being loud and telling people what the solution is. I will be yelling at the top of my lungs. The solution is arming teachers so that the children can be safe. Because based on, I will just yell out the solution. I will not let that man overtalk me by doing that. So check it out. Watch how Mr. Jamal does it. Now he's not even Mr. Massie is not even thinking about Jamal now. He's going on about his business, getting ready to tell people what the solution is.
I've got a bill.
Look. Now why he grab him?
I've got a bill to repeal.
Look. I got a bill. Here go the solution.
I've got a bill.
Boom. He said, all right, folks, listen, I got a bill. Now, Mr. Brown, I worked in the
school for 20 years.
So? You worked in the school for 20 years, so? Okay, and? You see what I'm saying? Y'all, listen to me. I know it's going to sound like an echo chamber. The man started off screaming and yelling about the issue. Guns. Oh, 9-year-old children. We have to press them. We have to da-da-da. They had the house. Who was the they? The Republicans, right? The Republicans are the they. A Republican comes out. Question them. Pressure them. Do this. Tell them you want answers. A Republican is trying to give you the answer. While the Republican is trying to give you the answer, you try to scream and yell so that nobody can hear the answer. The man sat there and said, okay, folks, here's the thing. I have a bill that would, I've been a teacher for 20 years. Bruh, come on now. And now he's telling him, I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even talking to you. But yet you still want your voice to be yelling out. You want to be heard.
I was screaming before you came and interrupted me.
He said, I have a solution. Listen.
I was screaming.
Did you what he just said? He said, I have a solution. Here it is. Listen. He said, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody said I can't see you, Ty. Okay, here we go. Why y'all like seeing me while I'm showing you the video? No. But anyway, look right here. He said, I have a solution. Boom. That was it. I got a solution. I was screaming.
Before you came and interrupted me. I worked in the school for 20 years.
Yeah, look, go over there and scream.
I worked in school 20 years.
Okay, you worked in school for 20 years and what?
I was a teacher.
Okay, and?
I was a school counselor.
Look, then he's stepping in front of him. See what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, what do you go back over there to where you were before when you doing all your yelling and all that? Now I'm about to give people the solution. You trying to step in front of it and keep that from going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm saying right here. This is what I want a lot of folks to understand. This is a prime example. It's so many levels. There's metaphorical level in here, and you see a physical level right here. Black folks, America, any of you guys, what Mr. Jamal is doing is exactly the mental games that they do to America. Scream and yell about the issue, but make sure that nobody comes along and try to give you an answer. If they do try to come along and give you an answer, shout them down, make it about you. I've been a teacher for 20. I thought it was about the kids. I've been a teacher for 20 years. We're giving you the answer to what you just got done doing, all that hooting, hollering, screaming, and crying about. And you still want to make it about an issue that I'm about to give a solution to. They do this to you on a mental level. They do this to you on an emotional level. Because you feel like there's some type of relation. I can relate to you. I can empathize with you. That's what they do. They play these games of empathy and sympathy. Let me say something that I know that the black people are going to be able to resonate with. Let me say something that I know that the people who are anti-gun is going to resonate with, so they can be on my side, having no idea that I'm deceiving them to not arriving to a conclusion or a solution or an answer. I just want them to say, yeah, I agree with that guy. And it's because I agree with that guy that makes us all right. No, it don't. It makes you ignorant. And it makes you nothing but sitting ducks. I posted something on Instagram earlier. I posted something on my Instagram earlier, and I want y'all to check it out. Matter of fact, I'll just read it out to you guys, since I'll just read it out to you. Oh, they might have moved it. Wow. Instagram. Wow, they moved it. They took it off. But guess what? I have it saved right here on my phone. So I'm going to say it out loud right here. All right. I posted on Instagram. It might, I can't see it up here. Okay. But I posted on Instagram. This is what I said. I said, here's a different perspective on school shootings. Guns. We defend our president with guns. We defend our celebrities with guns. We defend the banks with guns. We defend the courts. You know, the court, we defend the court with guns. We defend jewelry stores with guns. We defend our sporting events with guns. We defend our music festivals with guns. We defend our children with the sign that says, this is a gun-free zone. So you tell me, what's more important? We defend our children with a sign that says gun-free zone. And then we're going to call someone to come with the gun to help after they shot our children. It's that simple. There it is. I'm going to finish out this video, folks.
I was a middle school principal. I was in cafeterias
Every
protecting
school
kids
that allows
every day of my career.
This man said he was a principal. He was a teacher for 20 years. He was in the cafeteria protecting kids. By doing what? Bruh, what were you doing? Protecting them. What if somebody, come on, man, Mr. Jamal, somebody is protecting you right now with guns. You talking about? Let's find where does Mr. Jamal live? I bet you he stays in an area where he's well protected. And I bet you he's not protected with just security lights and flashlights and cameras. I guarantee he's protected with guns. Straight BS, gaslighting out of this world. How do he, if he was a principal or a teacher right now, and it's all about protecting the kids, then by God, Mr. Jamal, go back to doing that. If protecting the children and the kids was indeed what you were doing, go back to being a principal, go back to being a teacher, so you can further protect the kids with your body that can be riddled up with bullets. Stop the cap, man. Stop it.
There's never been a shooting. Never been a shooting. It's time. Look, we've got guns here to protect us.
Boom. And Mr. Jamal gonna say something about, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't even let y'all see that. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna go back a little bit so y'all can hear what he just got done saying. Check this out.
And he doesn't believe
protecting
school
kids
that allows
every day of
teachers
my
to carry.
career.
There's never been a shooting. Never been a shooting. It's time. Look, we've got guns here to protect us.
What I just say? That man said we got guns here to protect us. He said we have guns here to protect us. How come Mr. Jamal Brown ain't crying about that? Huh? How come? Why? Why? How come Mr. Jamal ain't saying anything about that? I thought in the beginning he said guns, more guns brings more deaths. I bet you they got a lot of guns in there where he's at right now. He's not talking about that. Is he? Is he? No.
And he doesn't believe the kids should have somebody to protect them.
And he said it right there.
Every school that's allowed it has never had a shooting, not even an accidental discharge at any of the schools.
Boom.
So,
there it is right there. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want the facts. And again, I don't care who you are, what side of the fence you're on. They don't want the facts. Plain and simple. This was absolutely easy to sit there and sift through and see what the nonsense and the gaslight and the BS was. Mr. Jamal had nothing to say about the people in the Capitol or wherever building they were in right there that were carrying guns. He had nothing to say on that matter. Plain and simple. Folks, anyway, appreciate y'all all being here. Appreciate the super chats. God bless you guys for all that. I am getting stuff that's coming in. I got something from Fox News and all this and that. They're saying that which I see it over in the chat too, y'all saying that they indicted Trump. I'm getting ready to hit on that, but I got to end it right. So stay tuned, stay alert, stay aware, and let's see what this is going to be about. Don't forget to double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. I am getting ready to go over there and talk about what's going on with Trump, and we're going to roll on from there, okay? So let me go ahead and get on this, folks. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.